actually, the Conservative government before the last election led our country out of the greatest global recession since the 1930s, with the lowest debt, the lowest unemployment, and the greatest job growth. And as for the debt, they on the other side said, spend more, spend faster, build up more debt. Good thing we ignored them and left them with a balanced budget. Now, we know that the growing deficits that the Prime Minister is imposing on Canadians today will lead to higher taxes tomorrow if, God forbid, that party is re-elected. Why won't they tell the truth about that before the election?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let's look at the facts. Canadians have seen their taxes decrease under this government, and I'm looking at what the OECD came out with this last summer, saying that an average Canadian family is getting $2,000 more in their pockets under this government this year than they were under the previous government. So focused were they on giving tax breaks after tax breaks to the wealthiest Canadians. We took a different approach, and yes, we did invest in science after they left us a deficit in investments in science and infrastructure in our First Nations people, Mr. Speaker. We took a different approach. We decided to invest, and the results speak for themselves. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Carleton.
Well, listen, isn't that typical rhetoric from this trust fund Prime Minister? They said that mothers who put their kids in hockey or soccer are too rich, and so they took away the children's fitness tax credit. They said students who buy textbooks or pay for tuition are too rich and therefore should lose their textbook and education tax credits. They said that passengers on public transit are too rich and therefore should lose their transit tax credit. But they protect the family fortune of the Prime Minister. Isn't that just a little bit rich coming from them?
The Honourable Parliamentary